Take
you look
one.
Nice.
This is take one for
Hello,
wherever
I'm
this is
Rob,
going.
and I'm Lisa.
Yep.
Episode 1.
I did all that.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Rob,
And I'm Lisa.
and hi, I'm Rob,
And I'm Lisa.
and this is.
Oh, it's like I was telling you I'm Lisa. Let's try that again.
You were telling me that you were Lisa?
Yeah, because I turned my head when I said hi, I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Rob.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, I'm Rob,
And I'm Lisa.
and this is Shake, Bake, and Crumbs. So we should tell them what Shake, Bake, and Crumbs are.
Yep, go ahead. He came up with it. It's pretty fun.
I'm sure this is subject to change. I'm 100% sure this is subject to change.
Well, we could have feedback, and maybe you guys can tell
Yeah.
us what you think about.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
How should we open it? How should we close it?
And what's the name of this podcast? So
Well,
that's-
Jesus, why don't you just write our script for us?
I think it's named Hi, I'm Rob, and I'm Lisa.
Okay.
That's the name.
It's called Hi, I'm Rob, and I'm Lisa.
yeah.
Okay, so I thought about we're going to shake the internet up,
Mm-hmm.
which sounds ridiculous when I say it now. And then we're going to bake in new ideas to you guys, and then we'll leave a little crumbs for next week.
Like teasers.
Teasers.
That's what you mean.
Like
Okay.
crumbs,
Yeah, I
just
like
follow
it.
the crumbs for something good.
We are going to review movies and TV shows. That's what we're going to do.
And and the first movie we're going to review,
It's Maestro.
Maestro.
Yeah. So we figured we would, in this award season,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be very interesting to everyone if we just reviewed all of the movies and TV shows that are nominated.
Well, which will take
one
us a
by
long
one.
time.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We're going to just start with Maestro right now.
Yeah.
And then maybe this whole theme might change.
Okay.
Okay, we don't know. Anyway, so Maestro starring Bradley Cooper and
And Carey Mulligan.
Carey Mulligan.
Yeah.
It's Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah.
Is it Bernstein or Bernstein?
You know, we should probably look that up before we.
No, we already started. We're going straight through. So
I
it's
don't know. I think people say both.
Bernstein.
Yeah.
So it's the mixed reviews have been that it's not a full encompassing story of his life. Really, even from Bradley Cooper said it's really not that either. It's really a love story. It's really the relationship he and his wife had in the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know, and sorry, I didn't know that he wrote West Side Story.
Yes, that is right. He didn't know that.
The
when
way
we-
she
when
just
we-
looked at
when
me
we-
was like, are you revealing this right now?
This is like his marquee moment. But interestingly enough, in this movie,
Mm-hmm.
they really just use that as the backdrop.
Yeah.
Like it's actually not a backdrop. It's just a piece of his, life as it goes. So they don't really focus on that. But it is one of the more popular things he wrote.
By the way, I want to make this clear. We have no experience in critiquing movies. It's just that we
Oh,
look at
no.
something and we decide if we like it or not.
Yeah,
And
I mean, just like we're around the kitchen table or the dining room table or out to
yeah.
dinner and we
Water
know
cooler
we're-
combo.
Yeah,
oh, that's something. Hi, I'm Rob. This
And
is
I'm Lisa.
And this is water cooler combo.
I kind of like it. All right, that's good. Oh yeah, did you see the last episode of Breaking Bad last night? Oh yeah, I did. Oh my God, like that
All those
kind
shows
of
you
thing.
picked Breaking Bad
Yeah.
that ended 12 years ago.
I know. Well, I was.
More like
it was
the
a
last
seminal
episode
moment.
of like
Sopranos.
oh jeez, that's even going even further back.
But
Which I've
who-
auditioned for that show
Yes, he
years
did.
ago
Yeah.
and didn't get it.
But also, who doesn't remember that? If you watched it, you remember where
I
you
have
were.
not. My son
that
watched the
night.
whole thing. Okay, so okay.
let's
Do you
do
know
all
that
those.
screenplay is by Bradley
Bradley Cooper.
and
Did he write it with
He
somebody,
wrote
I
it and
think?
directed.
Yeah. Okay. And then I thought Carey Mulligan was fantastic. Of course, there was controversy over her casting in
Oh, yes.
some ways. But you know what? He gets to do whatever the freak he wants, right? Come on.
Oh, now we're cursing in this.
I said freak.
Oh, okay. I love how it opened up. Close up on him, the piano, and he's smoking the cigar. He's smoking the cigarette, and he's talking.
Yeah.
And right away, you're all. I think at first we are because we know Bradley Cooper. I know, I've known of Bradley Cooper since.
You've met
I've
him?
known.
Oh, no.
I've known of him.
Oh, yeah.
I've never met him.
No, I don't know what you said.
I've known of him since Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
That's when I first got introduced to Bradley
Yeah,
Cooper.
probably me too, if I had to think about it, yeah.
So, and of course, all the things he's done since then, a lot of great movies. So, in the first minute or two, I'm more captivated by like, wow, this is Bradley Cooper pretending to be someone else. But that goes away quickly because then I'm fixated as an actor. his mannerism, his tics, his looks. You know, when you see him thinking, and then the way he grabs a cigarette, it's an extension of his hand. So in terms of the opening, I loved.
Yeah. And I do love
And he's at the piano, which, you know, it's great. He's being interviewed.
And of course, he learned how to conduct. He learned a lot about music and how to play. I mean, that's really admirable. But I really love the structure of it. You know, I love how we start. I always love things like this, where you start at the end. You don't know really why he feels the way he feels, or really what that moment was in his life that you're seeing, and then you come to understand what that moment is in a lot more context. I'm a big fan of that structure, that writing structure, and I love the black and white.
Oh,
And
yes.
I didn't even know. Remember when we were watching it? I didn't even know when it turned to color. And do you know what I realized about that? I realized that maybe this is not what he thought, but now I'm just sort of analyzing that maybe he chose that moment to turn to color, because before that, for both of them, the story was easy and romanticized, and their romantic journey really together in this. And remember, that was the moment where she felt this was a burden for her now, more than a love.
That's really
and
good.
it kind of came to light in color.
Yeah. That's
be.
really good. I
Could
like
be.
that.
I don't know. Stick with me, kid.
Did you just go? Yes. So what I also loved is the overhead camera work. But I love the camera work where they follow him through from the top overview, and he goes from set to set. I think
Oh,
the
yeah, that was so
cinematography
cool.
was awesome during that that moment, and they did that a few times throughout the film.
Oh, the music. Well, the music was all his.
Yeah.
So that was a
I did catch if you listen to the movie.
win. So Carey Mulligan. Let's talk about her.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Compared
she
to
actually-
her in the other film we just saw, which is
Oh
not
my
going to be
gosh,
discussed
yes.
here, but it's Saltburn.
Saltburn, and she plays kind of a kooky, like a outlier.
Yeah.
Like a very interesting. Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman, when
So
they're at the
good
dining,
in
they're
this,
at
by
the
the way.
they're at the dining room table. They're eating out, and Silverman, I had to say,
Yeah.
surprised the hell out of me, because I've only known her
Really?
to do comedy roles, and maybe in a drama, but be still comedic
Yeah.
in that dramedy.
Like in her quirky way
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, she was totally.
She was
different.
fantastic. And in that scene they had, and I think that's the one that they use on Instagram and Facebook to advertise the movie. That was playing for a while.
Yeah.
But I thought the scene between those two, if you get a chance to watch the movie again, really sit and really look at that scene.
But it really is about, in a way,
Love
you could
story.
say it's a love story for sure.
Yeah,
It's really
They're-
just about them.
Actually, it's a relationship rather
Yeah.
than love story, because they did love each other. Clearly, in the movie, they depict that.
Yeah.
But it's not a like When Harry Met Sally love story. It's a love story where they both love each other for who they are, and they accept each other for
Yeah,
that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, she's awesome.
How
D?
about you do a letter, A to F,
Okay.
and I'll do stars from 1 to 5.
Okay.
And then we say it at the same time. Like 1, 2.
For the film in general.
For the film in general.
Okay.
So you say your letter,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say my star,
Okay.
and then that's it. Ready?
Yep.
1,
1,
2,
2, 3.
3.
A
4 and a
minus.
half.
That's the same.
That's
That
the
is
same.
literally the same. Now wait a second. You might say, well, don't you want to explain the other half you're both missing? I mean, I would if I'm watching this. I'm thinking, why not the other half? So what didn't we like? We
Well,
didn't talk about
I
this.
think I wanted to see more conducting.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't think
that
I
would've
saw
been
enough
cool.
of that. That scene that he does, which he did it twice. If you
Yeah.
ever listen to him on Howard Stern,
Oh, yeah, Howard
he
Stern,
talks
I agree,
about
he's really
that
good.
scene, how he had to do the whole thing, bring the whole orchestra back,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody back to do that scene. But the reason I don't give it a 5 is I wanted to hear more of the music and more of his conducting, where they really talked about where he shined.
I actually had no reason.
You just wanted to say A minus?
Well, I wanted to give room. 'Cause this is our
Room to
first
grow.
film.
I wanted to give room because if I see it the second
didn't
time,
have
it'll
any.
be an A.
I was thinking of all the other movies, and I'm thinking, well, we got to have room. Like somebody's got to be an A+.
All right. Now, how do we sign off on this?
Maybe it was a little long. No, it wasn't long.
We give a kiss and we sign off. That should be a kiss.
You said.
At first, I said, until then, we'll see you at the movies. But I think that's been
I
taken.
think that's like Roger Ebert or something, right? We'll see ya.
Oh, God. That's so awful. And then, of course, shake, bake, and crumbs, which I kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's different. And if it was written like we know when it's a podcast, you can have that and like, you can have the crumbs falling off. I don't know.
So, until then, we'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.